Hello and welcome to video 3 of 3 of our transition piece video. In the first video, I showed you how to make the 3D wireframe of the main body. In the second video, I showed you how to make it into a 3D solid, hollow it out, and give it a thickness, while removing the top and bottom faces. In this final video, I will show you how to construct the 1-inch lips on the top and bottom. So first, we are going to want to move our 3D solid so that it is off of our wireframe, as this can potentially cause many errors later in the drawing. So we don't need these anymore, so we can delete them. I highly suggest double checking on your drawing that there are no extra lines, because when we try and extrude later, any extra lines will mess us up. So now go into the top view. Using the polyline tool, we will be tracing the interior square that we have made. It is very important that we use the polyline tool for these, because if we don't, then when we try and extrude it, it will not be solid. Now, enter the top front right view and do the same thing with the polyline tool, except this time around the outer edge. AutoCAD, for some reason, does not like it when we try and do this in the top view. I don't know why, so just do it. Once that is constructed, select the two polylines that we just constructed and extrude them up one. Now, using the subtract tool, enter the larger one, hit enter. Now click on the smaller one, the interior one, and hit enter. Now you can see that it is hollow. The top lip has now been constructed. We'll now do the same on the bottom. So once again, we will use the polyline tool and select the interior square. Now we will again enter what was technically an isometric view, except this time the front right bottom view, and again using the polyline command, trace over the exterior. It is important that you do this accurately, because if you accidentally click on something that is not correct, or if you make an extra line, then there's a good chance that the extrusion will not work. Okay, now select the two polylines that we just created, and using the extrude command, extrude them both down one. Now again, using the subtract tool, select the outer one, hit enter. Now the inner one, hit enter, and it is now hollow. So now we are almost done. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to make this one object. In order to do that, we will use the union command. The union command is used for taking multiple 3D solids and making them one 3D solid. You can now see this is one 3D solid instead of three. I'm going to put in a little bonus for you guys. I will also show you how to rotate this because a lot of people have issues with that. So select it, enter 3D rotate, and select a consistent point. This will be a point that you will use throughout the entirety of the rotation. I suggest using this point here that I have, a midpoint on the front line. So we'll click on that as our base point. We will now click on this blue at rotation axis. This will rotate it horizontally. You'll see what I mean in a second. So we'll click on that. Now we will enter 45 degrees. 45 as in the angle at which it will rotate it. You can see it's now rotated 45 degrees. We will now select 3D rotate once more. And you can select the center point, the point that we just used once more. Now you click on the red rotation axis. This one will rotate it. It's a little hard to describe, but it will rotate it backwards to say. And now enter the angle as negative 45. So it rotates it backwards and hit enter. Now go back into your top view, make sure that you're centered, and then take a look. This should now be completed. The only thing that some people might complain about is these little divots caused by the shell command. However, I do not believe that this is an issue. Because the interior is still perfect. Thank you for watching. Good luck catting.